What is up, guys? EJ here, aka PuckBond007, and welcome to the Movie Reviewers 100, this great collaboration channel on YouTube that I'm proud to be a part of. So this week is Joseph Gordon-Levitt week, a very cool week because he's obviously one of the brightest and very talented young actors working today. Had a great couple last years, obviously starring in a couple of Christopher Nolan films, Inception and The Dark Knight Rises. Awesome in Looper, which was one of my favorite films of last year. Premium Rush was a lot of fun as well. But I'm going to talk about a film he made quite a ways back actually, and that's 13 years ago. And that's the 1999 teen comedy 10 Things I Hate About You. Directed by Gil Younger. Film that came out at the same time when teen comedies sort of had a bit of a revival after obviously the glory days of the 80s. Films like American Pie and She's All That, Whatever It Takes, Can't Hardly Wait, all came out around the same time. The film obviously stars Julia Stiles and the late great Heath Ledger and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Levitt plays Cameron James, a young guy at a new high school in Seattle. David Krumholtz plays Michael. He's asked to show Cameron around, and I love those early scenes out on the quad when he's showing him all the different cliques in the high school. You have the sort of coffee fiends, the wannabe Rastafarians, which leads to a great moment later on, which I love. The Republican yuppies, and the popular kids. He also runs into a girl called Bianca Stratford, played by Larissa Oleynik, and he falls in love with her. But the problem is she can't date until her oldest sister Kat Stratford, played by Julia Stiles, dates. This is the new rules set out by their father, played by Larry Miller. So yeah, they basically need to find a guy to take out Kat Stratford so that Cameron James can go out with Bianca. And they use a patsy to do this, Joey Donner, the popular kid in school. He's not really a jock, but he's a model and basically a dipshit with money. Is Joey's character, played by Andrew Keegan. So he pays Heath Ledger, who plays Patrick Verona, sort of a criminal, a miscreant, a badass, if you like, to try and take out Kat Stratford. It's a very funny film. It's got a great cast and some great moments. The adult cast is really good as well. Like I said, the guy who plays the Stratford father is played by comedian Larry Miller. And watching it again last night, he has some of the best lines in the movie. I was laughing my ass off listening to some of the things he was saying. And I love Allison Janney as well at the beginning. She plays the guidance counselor, and she's having kids sent to her office. Meanwhile, she's writing on her computer a sort of steamy romantic sex novel, which leads to some funny moments. So that is the basic gist of the story. Things don't go well at first. Kat basically blows Heath Ledger's character off. She doesn't want anything to do with him. Like I said, because of his reputation, he's a bit of a basically a criminal. He's thought of as a criminal. But basically, she eventually warms up to him, and they run into each other at a nightclub, which brings me to another great part of this movie, and that's the soundtrack. The band playing at the nightclub is Letters to Cleo, one of my favorite bands of the 90s. Just an awesome band. I've always liked them. I'm a big fan of Kay Hanley, the lead singer. I have some of her solo stuff. Actually, they're from Boston as well, which is interesting. And they're on the soundtrack. Great soundtrack. I've had it for years. It's not just the Letters to Cleo in this film. Another great band from the late 90s, Save Ferris, is also in the film. Great ska band, which I've seen live back in the day. They only had a good couple of years, but I was really big fans of them. And if you've seen my Save Ferris shirt, that's part of the reason I have that shirt, and obviously from the movie First Boys Day Off. What am I talking about? So yeah, the music from this film is just great. Save Ferris play at the prom. Obviously, the big climax is at the prom when Kat finds out that this jerk of a guy paid Heath Ledger to take her out, and obviously she's mad at him. But eventually she comes around because they're in love. Heath Ledger falls in love with her, and everything works out. I also love that Letters to Cleo play during the credits, and they're actually playing on top of the high school on the roof, which I find kind of funny. But they're playing a cover of Cheap Trick's "I Want You to Want Me," which is a great song, and they do a great cover of it. I love that song. So yeah, that is my review of 10 Things I Hate About You. It's a great teen comedy, loads of fun, great fondness for it. There you have the movie and the soundtrack. Just a really fun film from the late 90s. Great teen comedy and sort of fondness for it because of Heath Ledger and obviously what happened. So make sure you check out everybody else's reviews this week. Alan already did a great review of Mysterious Skin yesterday, which I actually haven't seen, which is surprising because I've heard a lot about it, but I've never seen it. And make sure you check out all the other videos to come. So thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.
Bond. James Bond.